Have you ever thought that you are able to use only 40% of your full potential? Yes, this is not an imaginary figure. Most of us are able to use only a small part of our unlimited potential. But what if I tell you that you can make your best even better? Yes, this is possible. This book, Your Best Just Get Better by Jason W. Womack, will tell you the secret that will awaken your hidden 60% potential. This is not just a book, it is a guide that will teach you how you can bring extraordinary changes in your life by managing your time, energy, and focus properly. Let's start this journey where you will learn how big goals can be achieved by small steps, how you can make every 15 minutes of your day valuable, and how you can stay away from those things that distract you from your dreams. So, are you ready to make your best even better? Let's start. Why should you listen to this book? Have you ever wondered whether you are living your life correctly or using your full potential? Perhaps your answer will be no. The truth is that everyone struggles with lack of focus at some point in their lives. Most of us waste a large part of our day without any clear purpose, such as unnecessarily chatting with friends or wasting time on social media. If you add up these small moments of every day, you will find that you have wasted precious hours of your life. The biggest feature of this book is that it teaches you how you can increase your productivity by using your time properly. This book is for those who want to improve themselves, want to be more successful in their field, and want to create a better balance in their life. What will you learn by listening to this book summary? Life is a marathon, not a sprint. Understand, life is a long race where patience and consistency are needed. This book teaches how you can easily achieve your goals by dividing them into smaller parts. Evaluate the people you spend time with. The people around you influence your thoughts and performance. This book teaches how to identify people who inspire you and take you closer to your goal, how to keep yourself motivated. Life has ups and downs, but it is very important to keep enthusiasm inside you. This book teaches you ways of self-motivation so that you can stay positive in every situation. Set a goal, map the goal, and start working to achieve the goal. Just do it. You must have definitely heard this tagline. But have you ever thought that it is not just an advertisement but also how important it is in life? Just do it. It is easy to say, but it is a very valuable advice for those who want to achieve a goal in their life. Read this slogan again, but this time understand it deeply. What do these words mean to you? For whatever you want to achieve in life, you should have a clear knowledge of your goal. You have to know what your real goal is. This will take you towards your goal and motivate you to work smartly by setting goals. You are honest with yourself. To be honest with yourself, you have to stand in front of the mirror and ask yourself questions like, if I want to improve one thing in my life, then what will it be? When at the end of the day, when you reach home after completing all your work, stand in front of the mirror and ask yourself a question again: what did I do today so that I can get closer to my goal? For example, suppose you want to participate in a marathon race. but first you have to think whether you jog regularly or whether your diet is healthy. This example gives us a different perspective to achieve our dreams. The dream of running a marathon can seem very difficult to anyone in the beginning. For this, you should divide your goal into smaller parts. This will make it easier to achieve the goal. To achieve the goal of marathon race, first jog for 5 or 10 kilometers and prepare your body for the marathon. When you start achieving small goals, achieving big goals like marathon will seem easy. It is important to keep in mind that you focus on only one goal at a time. Although it is a good thing that you are excited to achieve your goal, but do not cross your limits in this process. If you try to do more than your capacity, then your morale can break quickly and you will feel weak. You can do all this not only for achieving your goals, but it is useful in every sphere of life. Maintain a good pace in working and understand the importance of time. Everyday people make a to-do list to complete their tasks, but often they postpone some tasks and promise themselves that they will complete those tasks when they have more time. This habit takes them away from their goals. However, you can deal with it if you move towards the goal at the right pace. The answer to how to get this speed in life is patience. To achieve your goal, you should not be so fast that by night your morale breaks down, and neither so slow that you get away from the goal. You have to choose the path that gives you happiness in achieving your goal. As soon as you find the path of your happiness, you will be able to stick to it. A rider has to learn to maintain his pace. A runner who starts fast in the race and completes a mile in the first 6 minutes, but when he starts the race, his target is 8 minutes. Due to fast speed, his energy ends quickly, and after 5 miles he gets tired. If he keeps his speed balanced, then the result is different. By maintaining the pace, your day will pass in a better way. To use time properly, you have to understand its importance. For example, 15 minutes is only 1% of a day, but for a person who understands the importance of time, these 15 minutes are an opportunity to do a lot. A writer can prepare an outline of an article in these 15 minutes, or a business can review its calendar. In the future, whenever you get 15 minutes of free time, use it fully. Complete small tasks at that time which will take you closer to your goal. This will enable you to give more time to your important tasks. Avoid distracting people and tasks and get closer to your goal. Suppose you are reading your favorite book and suddenly your attention gets diverted. You are reading the last page of the book but are unable to understand the meaning of the story. How would it feel like this? Distracting elements are present everywhere in our life. To deal with them, we have to fight them so that we can achieve our goal. Distracting elements take us away from our goal, due to which we are not able to focus our attention on the current task. The capacity of these elements is so high that we often fail to understand their impact. Once an employee asked a writer where to begin. The writer placed a pack of papers in front of the employee and asked her to write down the things she was thinking about. She wrote the first thing on the first piece of paper, then the second thing on the second piece of paper, and this process continued. In a short time, the employee had written down about 500 things that needed her attention. These things ranged from her work to personal responsibilities, such as training new employees or organizing a summer camp for her daughter. It is easy to see that many tasks that are put off later weaken our energy and ability to achieve goals. Dealing with distractions will help us achieve goals in a smart way. But distractors are not just objects, but sometimes they are people too. How much time do you give to those people who influence your thinking? Every day write down the names of those people with whom you spend the most time. How do you meet them? What do you talk about? Write all this down. In a few days, you will be able to identify which person inspires you to move forward in life. These are the people who you should spend more time with yourself. This will not only keep you motivated but will also keep your thoughts open. Track your productivity and remember why you do what you do. We try very hard in our lives to complete every task written in our to-do list, but still we find ways in which our time gets wasted and we do not even realize it. For example, how much time do we waste in a day talking to our colleagues, which affects our work? As this time increases, the problems also increase. So how do we deal with this situation? The answer is by tracking and measuring them and making changes in ourselves. A writer's client measured how many times his colleagues interrupted his work during his 2 days of work. He found that his attention got diverted 27 times in 2 days. You can imagine how much this must have affected his work quality. The client understood how much of his time wasted and he had to do something to deal with it. You can also measure your wasted time. For example, you can stay away from your desk and see how much time you spend in unnecessary tasks. When you get the answer, you will be surprised. Tracking your tasks every day can be very beneficial for you, but this alone is not enough. Along with this, you have to know why you do the work you do. You have to constantly ask yourself what you really want to achieve in life. This will keep you on the right path. To identify your purpose, you can prepare some sentences like "I want to become an actor in life so that people become my fans." Write such statements and keep them in places where you often see them so that they keep motivating you. Ask for feedback for yourself, listen to everyone and do not stop improving yourself. We all think that we cannot change the whole world alone. Thankfully, every person in our society is different and their perspective of looking at every situation is also different. You can learn something from every person's point of view to pursue your goal. You just have to talk to them so that you can understand their point of view. But first of all, you have to remember, when was the last time you were criticized? Was this criticism done by your boss or your life partner? What did they say to you? If you do not remember why you were criticized, then this is a sign that you need to be criticized by others. You should listen carefully to the feedback of others to improve yourself. To improve, you should get continuous feedback from others. Do not wait for it. To get more feedback, you can organize a mentor program. In this, you have to find a person who can meet you for a few months in small sessions. In these meetings, you can tell them about your current projects and they will give you feedback on them. In return, you can also give your feedback on their projects. By getting feedback, you can continuously improve yourself. But if you really want to improve yourself, then make sure that you are not satisfied with the praises received in the form of feedback, no matter how attractive those praises are. When a person has been doing a task for a long time, he feels that he knows the best way to do that work. This happens because that person becomes comfortable in that work. But if your goal is to achieve more in life, then you should not be comfortable in any work. For this, you have to think with a beginner's mind. For example, one of the author's mentors, Jim Polka, who is an experienced pilot, still practices his basic lessons. Conclusion: setting clear goals is the first step to achieving those objects and staying away from people who distract you from your goal and understanding the importance of time. All these things will help you work smartly to achieve your goal. If you keep only those people around you who inspire you, then you will always be able to fulfill your desires. Take advantage of your waiting time. If you get some free time in the day, then use it properly. Write thank you cards to your colleagues or those people who have helped you at any point in your life. This will not only maintain your quality but will also help you focus on the present and express gratitude towards those things. It will infuse a better energy inside you than a cup of coffee, so make sure that you always have some postcards and stamps. So friends, how did you like our book summary today? Please tell us by commenting below and do share this book summary with your friends. Thank you from the heart for giving your valuable time.